What's up, everybody? Thanks so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the Agent Evolution Show. So today what I want to talk with you about is some awarenesses that I've been having around consciousness and just paying attention to the unconscious programming and thoughts. So many times on these Agent Evolution videos and in the actual Agent Evolution platform and live events that we've done, we talk a lot about programming. And 80% at least of your programming is installed by the time you're 7 years old. It's things that you've watched in your environment, truths that you come to know and understand, imprinting from the people you are around the most, mom, dad, you name it. And that programming determines, as an adult, what your life's gonna look like. Those are your truths. Those are just things that you know, and you've done them so much that they run unconsciously. That's how beautiful and perfect the brain is that anything that you program into it, it's guaranteed to be 100% successful in what your aim is. Now, here's the problem. Most people haven't updated the software. They haven't checked out the program and see, does this serve me now as a healthy, vibrant adult who has metacognition, higher mental faculties, the will, imagination, intuition, memory, all these beautiful things that we possess. When's the last time you went back and rewired some of that programming and chose a new aim in life? Like, do you wake up in the morning and think, what is the best ideal of myself that I can be today? And then orient yourself towards that direction. Because what would be more important than that? Look, if you think that your thoughts have something to do with your destiny, and if that's true, then sitting down and consciously creating your day and who you're becoming would be the utmost important priority. So why isn't it? Probably because you don't believe that it's true, or you don't believe it's possible for you. Either way, both those are false. So, to share with you just my example or last couple weeks, what I encourage people to do is set a reminder on your phone, just a little alarm to go off at least every waking hour. And when the alarm goes off, just pay attention. What am I thinking right now? How am I feeling? And are those two related? Because they are. And how I'm thinking, how I'm feeling, is that oriented in the direction I want to go to who I want to become? And ladies and gentlemen, here's what I want to share with you. In my experience, moment by moment, paying attention to how I'm thinking, how I'm feeling, I'm noticing all of those unconscious patterns that are running underneath my conscious awareness. But paying attention and being mindful, no longer are those unconscious thoughts running past my awareness without me saying, whoop, stop, that does not serve me. Switch, oop, switch. And you start noticing all of these unconscious negative thoughts and programmings and feelings. And so at first it can seem like just a tremendous amount of work. Like your brain's always on. Because listen, it's not like I don't have feelings of sadness. It's not like I don't feel stressed or anxious or insecure. Of course I do. Yet I'm super mindful of when those come up and then deciding to shift. Deciding that I want to be powerful and there's my responsibility instead of investing my power into the unconscious programming that came from a long time ago with a child that had a ton of trauma. Like that doesn't serve me now today moving forward. And so why don't I pay attention to that and rewrite that programming to orient myself towards where I'm going, who I want to become? At first it's a ton of work because you have all these emotions. Yet what I want to tell you is this. It gets easier and easier and easier to catch those unconscious programming thoughts and feelings. And the more you catch it and the more you redirect and course correct, the funner it becomes and the better you feel and the more energy you have and the more powerful you are. And then the little voice stops saying all those negative things and starts actually supporting you and saying some positive things. Like, I am enough, I am worthy, I am deserving. Look at that evidence over there I created. I'm increasing my self-esteem by just paying attention to the unconscious things running in the background and course correcting those. Through repetition and consistency, you're rewriting the programming. It's not easy at first, but it gets easier. And as it gets easier, it gets fun, it gets exciting, and you feel more powerful, more love for yourself, and everything that's going on inside that you're changing will be outpictured in your reality. Your personality is creating your personal reality. So, you might want to change the personality. No longer, like listen, If you're just daydreaming and mind wandering all day long, that's the programming. And let me guess, like it's usually negative in nature, stressing about the future, worrying about it, like being victim to the past. None of that serves you in moving forward and being a powerful creator. Like the best way to predict your future is to create it. But you're gonna have to do that through consciousness. You're gonna have to do that through paying attention to the unconscious thoughts, reprogramming that. Because look, if you program that stuff that's so terrible, can't you reprogram the highest version of you? To where now, like your brain, the new neurons that fire together, wire together, your brain is gonna start reflecting that you're already that person before you actually are. That's how you cause the effect to happen. Like listen, if you're waiting around and you feel unhealthy and you're waiting for your health to arrive before you feel healthy, keep waiting. If you feel broke and depressed with money and you're waiting for that next deal or that next win to come so that you can feel successful, keep waiting. Or you can be responsible. Set your aim and your intention for the day. Be mindful throughout your day that this is who I'm becoming, this is what I'm about, and I'm committed to it. So every time a negative thought, old programming pattern, or emotion slips in, I catch it and I course correct it and I move on with who I desire to be. So that was a lot of information. I hope that brought some tremendous value. And remember, as I end every Agent Evolution video with, who you surround yourself with matters. Are you surrounding yourself with people that are just not awake? With people that are just going victim to their unconscious programming? And they are starting to realize this, but they're not doing anything about it. Listen, if you're around those people and you're attempting to ascend, it's like water. It's always gonna flow to its lowest point. You've got to increase the people that you're around if you desire to increase and be successful faster at accomplishing that. If you're still surrounded with all of this down here, it's gonna be difficult to rise and you'll find yourself slipping often. That doesn't support you mentally, emotionally to ascend. So, pay attention. Thanks so much for watching. Make it a great day.